Welcome to AnishforU, and you're watching how to make a building. And yes, this is not a normal building. We have to do this kind of set where I'm going to show you what is the dimensions are. And this is a special building because we lay out the iron beams and all that particular which area these are going to be placed. So keep that in mind, and then let's start our building process. So this is going to be very easy to do that part. You just have to erect these iron beams, and you don't have to worry about that. And this is quite easy to do. And the main part of the building going to be higher than the rest of the building. So these are these internal part, the square part, almost square part is going to be the internal part or the main part of the building. Around them we already erect another set of beams as shown in the picture, and we're going to do some pillars, stone pillars. For that I'm going to put some stone pillars around them, and for this particular building we're going to place the stone wall outside of the layout. Normally we did it actually inside of the layout normal times, but for this particular building we have to place it outside. And the main reason is to hide those ugly iron beam, nothing else. Let's cover it up and make it a proper place for living, and we're going to start making those iron not those stone pillar, and those stone pillar are going to be almost surrounding the main building. So don't worry, we're going to make a plenty of those. And this structure, this is a special building for me because I always get an idea that this kind of buildings normally had a lot of history behind it, but it's certainly not. There is these pillar type structure is obviously make it very difficult to build, because you have to plan it a long before you start building it. So that's a big reason. And these particular structure is also not similar. That means you are not going to make a whole bunch of columns and all that. It's not like that. And the main part of the structure going to increase by another meter after 2 meter increase. And now we're going to make a staircase. So this stair going to erect up and go back and enter the first floor. So this is going to be quite easy to build, but it is something different that we are normally building. Either we make a inside staircase, or we make some building with structures that's connected with some those what is those portal and all those. So I always forget those names actually. So as you can see here, we place the entrance. So that's going to be the entrance platform, and we are going to cover it up with a lot of beams, a lot of stone wall, and we're going to do it. I think here we can make an entrance here because actually it's quite nice, and we can place it like that and make 2 piece. So place the wooden door here. This is a bigger door. So you can place it like that, and here. So entrance from the for the ground floor is actually completed. So we're going to just encase a building with stone wall, and voila, we have completed our part. Now we are going to start our second floor, and before doing that, we are going to put the first floor tiles, those wooden tiles, and there is some door for entrance in the first tier, and we're going to increase the height using the stone structure like we always do. This kind of building is really obviously monotonous to build, but it is really nice because for a lot of buildings in my Valheim playtime, I built a lot of buildings, but the small structure kind of one of a building is actually pretty good, because those are normally, these are all real life building, either real life building or artist inspiration, means artist make that up. So it is almost authentic building, not something like a absurd thing like a UFO or a spacecraft or anything like that. It is not something like that. It is obviously some design element is there. So there is a lot of element, a new element is there, and the main problem what I actually face to make these kind of actual looking building or something like that is sometimes when I make the building in the Valheim or inside a game, it's not actually works quite well, because the dimension of other structure part and all that are obviously different to real life. So that's the main problem. So we erect up to the top floor. So it is a top floor, and there is going to be a slight balcony out there. We're going to make another balcony down there also, but before that, so this is the top floor, and we are going to place the cage floor like that, like we always do. Make it like that, and before we start doing that, we're going to make a stair, and we're going to use a normal wooden stair, otherwise we cannot place it properly. So after placing the stair, we're going to cover it up with this cage floor, and we're going to put some slab of stone floor and over the top of that. So like that, it is easy to build, quite easy. And because of the iron beam we previously planted or placed, our structure integration actually quite good. So we don't have to worry about this faulty structure. So for that particular reason, we start building it with ground up with wooden structure and all that. So I think the door can be slightly bigger, and we can place it like that. Okay. Okay, so that is a door. That is the entrance for the third. Obviously, as you can see, if I increase the height slightly, it's actually looks quite nice, because it is slightly cramped up in this particular design. Now we're going to place some arches, stone arches, to place some support, actually nothing else, and we're going to thicken some pillar here. So these stone pillar actually supports these arches, and going to cover it up with it, and it is going to create a really nice old structure looking field, as you can already see here. A lot of structure in fantasy world has this kind of build. I don't know, obviously I don't know the actual name of this kind of structure, because obviously not every time I actually research about this kind of thing. I research a lot of about the design aspect of the thing, but obviously not naming and all that. So we need a pillar here. So I can make it 2 or 4. It's up to you. You can make it smaller. It doesn't matter that much. But I make it slightly bigger. So now we're going to place the 2 by 1 stone structure, the stone wall, and going to cover it up. Obviously this is not going to be the base. Base is inside one. That is a base. This is going to be the structure part of the building. Actually, you can put it here like that. So we cover it up like that. This is going to be the separation part. Yeah. This front part are going to be roofed structure, and the second part are going to be stone structure. So that's it. And the rain stop, fortunately, and we get a nice color in our video. And we're going to make a roof structure here. This is going to be something like a balcony or something like that. So 45-degree roof. I think it is actually problematic to place a 45-degree roof. It is going to be quite high stacked. So we're going to place a 26-degree right now. I think it's actually quite good because the slope doesn't slope actually quite allowable slope, so it is not going to be erect further than the background of the structure. So it's actually okay. And so similar to that front part, we're going to extend that part to connect the back side of the building, and we're going to place the similarly we're going to place the for 26-degree angle either side, and we are just going to cover the roof like that. So this particular part is quite easy, and we cover it up with the 26-degree roof panel, and cover it again. The front part, we're going to cover it up with these beams, angle beams. Actually looking quite nice. And so second part of the building is stone structure building. So you're going to cover the place with wooden floor because it is quite convenient to place those. And we're going to extend a part here. So it is obviously different than the original design, but we're going to do that anyway because there is a scope to do it. So I'm going to do that. And we're placing the windows like similar ways we previously done. We're placing a small one and place a big one like that, and this way we're going to make the windows slightly inward, almost in between of the rock in between the rock wall. So that's like that. And we're going to place some iron beam just to support those the stone structure. You can easily skip that part, but what I recommended, place those iron beam. If you're making you had to place a lot of iron beam. So if you're if you're not that short of that material, you should place it like that. And as you can see here, it's quite easy to fill the part, even if you don't have these huge number of iron beams and all that. So it is almost complete. Similarly, we done that second part of the roof, second part of the wall actually, and now we're going to place the top a cage floor, and then we're going to place the stone similarly. So it's okay, it's quite nice, and we're going to use the shift and then place it slightly downwards, so actually the stone structure actually cover the ugly cage floor. So that's that, covering those iron beams with these decorated beams, dark wood pole. And this is normal. This is up to you what you would like to cover it up with, but also we make another door here. It is quite easy, this kind of building, making a window, making a door. It is really easy, because ultimately there is not a lot of stress on these windows, on those structure actually. So that's almost the finished version. Obviously, I'm going to put some decorative part here and there, make some slight modification, but not any structural modification. Slight changes here and there, but that is almost the end of the video, almost. So it is not a lot of things to do now. It's just to make it look good, nothing else, like placing these part to make it looks like it's has a support beam attached, and some visual aid like this one, just to make it look slightly different. It's up to you how you're going to design it. Previously, I'm planning to do a full flag version, means there is a lot of flag going here and there, but my previous build already a lot of flags there, so I'm not going to do it again. But you can change this building as your requirement, so don't worry, you can do whatever you like to do it here. Now these stone arches, I'm going to push it underneath, so it's actually place it like that. It is easy, very easy to place it like that, and then again rain comes and we are almost complete the video. So complete with by placing these stone structure and here, so almost done. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because very tiny people actually subscribe. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.